Here's two short videos just showing the difference, what it's like riding over the Pyrmont Bridge at different times of the day. So the first one's at 6:30 in the morning on a weekday. You can see traffic, or pedestrian traffic, is very light. I in total counted only 28 pedestrians. You can see there's huge open spaces for us to ride through, big gaps between the people, very easy to dodge and weave. I'm just crawling along, not that quickly. You can see there's a couple of people that on bikes in a lot more of a hurry, but you know, they've got this essentially great wide open freeway for them to zoom down, and they're not racing, they're just going a little bit faster than I am. Interestingly though, in this section and the section down to the slip in, I counted 9 out of those 28 people were on the phone, talking, texting, reading emails, watching movies, you know, keeping up with the Netflix binge from the night before. I don't know. But you can see there's a fair amount of bicycle traffic. I didn't count all the bikes, but there were a few behind me as well. So maybe a dozen. So perhaps half the number of cyclists to pedestrians. And then we get to, so getting over the bridge is pretty easy. It's nice and wide and not too bad. And then we get onto this stupid little narrow thing here. Thankfully, there's only 3 people on it today, so not much ducking and weaving to do. But this can be an absolute shocker when there's quite a lot of people out. Now let's have a look at this in the afternoon, going home around 4 o'clock. Yep, just only takes a couple of people to walking in both directions to completely block the path, and we'll speed this up so we don't have to put up with just crawling along behind all these people. I had a go at counting both people and people on the phones. Sorry, there's just way too many. Now look at this bloke. Here's a classic example, head down, not looking where he's going, on the phone, just blundering along. And you get a reasonable percentage of people like that. Just from this video I counted 24 people doing something on their phone, either talking on it, a couple of tourists back there taking selfies with a selfie stick, might be again people who are lost using the mapping system for navigation, but I certainly see plenty of people walking along with it held sideways, tapping away with both thumbs, obviously playing games of some sort. They might be doing Pokemon, who knows. But I think what it does show is, you know, the morning showed that 1/3 of the pedestrians are distracted by their phone. Well, that's not really an issue with the amount of space we've got to use at that time of the day. But in other times when it gets pretty crowded, lots of people on phones, yeah, potential for disaster. So slowing down and taking it easy is the only way to go.